Hey, Brandon here with your weekly update. As I warned you last week, percentage bars are paused right now. I have been doing things such as finishing up some finals from my class from last year. It takes me often a year to get to them, and we are coming up on the 1 year point. So I want to get those all to the students who were still waiting for me to read the big chunk of their first chapters that they sent me. Beyond that, I did the Ferriss Podcast. So you can listen now to the audio of that, or you can watch the video later this week. They're still getting the editing done on that. It was a really great experience. He's a very good interviewer. I consider this kind of the definitive interview with me so far. I mean, we have not done any 3.5-hour deep dives into Brandon before, and this is a very good one. So I do recommend it to you. I will tell some of my stories that you've probably heard from me before, but then he does dig a little deeper on some of those things than I've done in other interviews before. So I think you'll enjoy that. But that did wipe out one of my writing days. So we will see where we are next week. I should have all the finals done, and I should have Moment Zero done, and I should have done a big chunk on the Hollywood stuff that I need to be doing. Nothing exciting. As you can read in the State of the Sanderson, we're back to kind of step one on a lot of these things, but then getting to step two takes some work from me. What else is going on? Well, we have this week the Q&A for my lecture series went up, the first Q&A. So I structure my lecture series around, we do 3 weeks on each topic, the topics being plot, setting, character, and the business of writing. And occasionally there's some one-offs in there and things, but on the big topics, I do 2 weeks of lecture followed by 1 week of Q&A. So you can watch the Q&A on plot that the fans went through, and in the comments to that video, if you want to leave questions about plot specifically, I'm going to do a bonus video just for YouTube. Now, I want to warn you, we are going to prioritize questions that come from people who look like they have watched all 3 of those episodes, because if the questions are things that I'm naturally answering through the course of the lectures, then it doesn't make sense to repeat myself. So these aren't just for questions about plot, but if you've been following along and watching and you have some questions that I didn't cover in any of those 3 lectures, then go ahead and write them in the comments to the Q&A. And I do plan to do one of these for the other big topics. So we're going into character next. Last thing to talk about is a little bit more about StoryCon. So what is StoryCon? This is run by Operation Literacy. It's about helping families find joy in reading and writing. So they invite a bunch of authors in, and they have a writing convention and a fan convention with some classes and workshops, and then meeting the authors and things like that. One nice thing about StoryCon is the vendor floor is open to the public. So the tickets are only for the things like the workshops and the classes and things like that. So if the tickets are sold out, you can still go see the vendor floor and probably meet a bunch of authors. So that's February 21st to 22nd. There are some need-based scholarships available, especially for kids from the 4th to 6th grades. So you can apply using the link in the description. We are a sponsor of this event, and we'll be having a little interactive storytelling quest, kind of like some of the things we do at Nexus. I won't be there, but my booth will be, and it should be a lot of fun. So give that a try if you are local and interested in that. I'll be back next week. I'll tell you how my week has been going, and hopefully I'll have cleared off some of this Hollywood stuff, and I'll be able to finish the Ghost Bloods pre-writing and soon be writing on that. That's Era 3 of Mistborn, if you're wondering.